Welcome back to Parnell Family Stadium. Lindsey Wilson wins it here this afternoon by a score of 54-12. Head coach Chris Oliver now joins me high above Parnell Family Stadium field. And Coach, anytime you can win any game, let alone a playoff game, but do it in convincing fashion, it's a good day.
Yeah, I thought our guys played really well, and it would have been easy to come up with a lot of reasons, or you could come up with a lot of reasons why, maybe we wouldn't play well with a short week and opponent for the third time and just all those things. And I thought our guys did a great job, and it was a challenging week of preparation. And it's extremely fun to practice on Thanksgiving, but there's still challenges with that. And I thought our guys just handled all those things really well, and really excited and proud of how they came out and played.
Maybe the only thing better than practicing on Thanksgiving is the December practice.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. We're excited to be back in December again.
We talked about a fast start, and I thought it was important. And gosh, you got off to a fast start, but maybe more importantly than anything about the fast start is the fact that it took them out of their comfort zone, took them off their game plan. They automatically, all of a sudden, had to throw the ball more than they probably wanted to, and I think that's what that fast start did.
Yeah, for sure. And they ended up making a quarterback change because they did become a little bit one-dimensional with needing to throw the ball, and just took them out of that game plan that they wanted to stick to. And it's just kind of funny how fast that snowballed at the end of the first quarter through the second quarter. You start out and we get a stop, we punt the ball, we get a great punt on the quick kick down to the 1 or the 2 yard line, come up with the safety, and then the next offensive series is, I think it was the next one ends with a field goal. So you're sitting at 5 points, get that 5 spot on the scoreboard, midway through the first, and you're like, man, it feels like you're playing pretty well. Defense is playing well, but you want to put some more points on the board, and then all of a sudden, man, it just snowballed.
Lindsey Wilson wins it by a score of 54-12 today. I thought, and we talked about it a little bit in our pregame, how important it is to win the line of scrimmage. And I thought today you could say, hey, we won both sides.
Yeah.
You won the line of scrimmage both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I think so. I think our defensive line and defensive front played outstanding, and did a great job of really limiting the run, which is what they wanted to do. I think offensively it was very tough. I mean, if you could tell from up here, they had an extra safety in the box all day long, and they came in and they said we were going to stop the run and really challenge their DBs to play one-on-one down the field. Unfortunately, we made a lot of big plays at receiver, and we're able to take advantage of some of those things. But running the ball was still tough sledding. I think you look at our yards per carry, probably weren't outstanding. I ended up at 4.5. I'm a little surprised at that. I'm looking at that right now.
That 52-yarder at the end really helped.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That was a big one to finish. But I thought their defense, did a really good job stopping the run and trying to do that. But it isn't to take anything away from our offensive line and those guys up front. It was just they had an extra hat in the box all day long.
I know you have great respect for Burgess, the guy who's leading the nation in running. If I told you prior to that you're going to hold him to 17 carries and just 44 yards, I think you take it every day of the week.
For sure. I mean, that's just an outstanding performance by our defense, and I thought we had a great plan, and obviously our guys, it takes those guys going out and executing that, and they played outstanding.
Today was kind of a strange. There were some strange plays in today's game. There was some ricochets here and there, and it's one thing to get some good bounces, which Lindsey Wilson did today. I mean, I think you're the first would say that, but to take advantage of those, I think of the kickoff, and think of the fact that a ricochet at the 5 yard line that Logan Collier saw into his hands, and even the catch by Josh Lewis. To take advantage of those and to be prepared for those, I think that speaks volumes to what you and your coaching staff does to prepare your young men.
Yeah, I think this is a sport where the old adage, the ball bounces in different ways and in funny ways. I mean, obviously that's true, but when you can continuously work hard and you try to get in those positions, good things can happen. And again, the credit goes to our kids. I mean, they got to go out and make those plays, and not everything is always pretty, especially when you're playing a really good football team. I know we won by a lot of points today. That's still a really good football team that we played. And I think our kids just came out and handled it really well, and were able to take advantage of those situations. Yeah, can you predict that, hey, we're going to squib kick it at the end of the first half so that they can't get a big return, and then all of a sudden it's going to bounce around and we're going to get that? I mean, that's a little bit of a crazy play for sure, but our kids are the ones that are out there making those plays. So we're excited about them and excited about the opportunity to continue to move forward.
Now on to the semifinals next Saturday. We know we're here. We know it's a 12:30 kickoff. Don't know the opponent yet, so I'm not going to ask you who. I'm not going to ask you to predict. But you got the top four seeds, the top four teams in the NAIA. I guess that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and you think about the only team in there with a lost to one of the other three teams.
That's right.
So, and was, by the way, in the national championship game last year.
Exactly.
So you have the top four with one loss, and I mean it's just kind of a loaded top four, and we're going to have obviously Morningside will be at home, so we'll either get Grandview or Northwestern, and whichever one we get, I know that it's going to be a darn good football team, and we're going to have our hands full. We'll look forward to having that opportunity to continue to play.
Coach, congratulations on the win. On to the semifinals.
Thank you.